New York Police Department detectives and prosecutors working an alleged underage sexting case against former Congressman Anthony Weiner have turned over a newly found laptop he shared with wife Huma Abedin to the FBI with enough evidence to put Hillary Clinton and her crew away for life, NYPD sources told True Pundit. NYPD sources said Clinton's crew also included several unnamed yet implicated members of Congress in addition to her aides and insiders. The NYPD seized the computer from Weiner during a search warrant, and detectives discovered a trove of over 500,000 emails to and from Hillary Clinton, Abedin and other insiders during her tenure as Secretary of State. The content of those emails sparked the FBI to reopen its defunct email investigation into Clinton on Friday. But new revelations on the contents of that laptop, according to law enforcement sources, implicate the Democratic presidential candidate, her subordinates, and even select elected officials in far more alleged serious crimes than mishandling classified and top-secret emails, sources said. NYPD sources said these new emails include evidence linking Clinton herself and associates to money laundering, child exploitation, sex crimes with minors, children, perjury, pay to play through Clinton Foundation, obstruction of justice, other felony crimes. NYPD detectives and NYPD chief, the department's highest rank under commissioner, said openly that if the FBI and Justice Department fail to garner timely indictments against Clinton and co-conspirators, NYPD will go public with the damaging emails now in the hands of FBI Director James Comey and many FBI field offices. What's in the emails is staggering, and as a father, it turned my stomach, the NYPD chief said. There is not going to be any Houdini-like escape from what we found. We have copies of everything. We will ship them to WikiLeaks, or I will personally hold my own press conference if it comes to that. The NYPD chief said once Comey saw the alarming contents of the emails, he was forced to reopen a criminal probe against Clinton. People are going to prison, he said. Meanwhile, FBI sources said Abedin and Weiner were cooperating with federal agents, who have taken over the non-sexting portions of the case from NYPD. The husband and wife Clinton insiders are both shopping for separate immunity deals, sources said. If they don't cooperate, they are going to see long sentences, a federal law enforcement source said. NYPD sources said Weiner or Abedin stored all the emails in a massive Microsoft Outlook program on the laptop. The emails implicate other current and former members of Congress and one high-ranking Democratic senator as having possibly engaged in criminal activity too, sources said. Prosecutors and the Office of U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara have issued a subpoena for Weiner's cell phones and travel records, law enforcement sources confirmed. NYPD said it planned to order the same phone and travel records on Clinton and Abedin. However, the FBI said it was in the process of requesting the identical records. Law enforcement sources are particularly interested in cell phone activity and travel to the Bahamas, U.S. Virgin Islands, and other locations that sources would not divulge. The new emails contain travel documents and itineraries indicating Hillary Clinton, President Bill Clinton, Weiner and multiple members of Congress and other government officials accompanied convicted pedophile billionaire Jeffrey Epstein on his Boeing 727 on multiple occasions to his private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands, sources said. Epstein's island has also been dubbed Orgy Island or Sex Slave Island, where Epstein allegedly pimps out underage girls and boys to international dignitaries. Both NYPD and FBI sources confirm based on the new emails they now believe Hillary Clinton traveled as Epstein's guest on at least 6 occasions, probably more when all the evidence is combed, sources said. Bill Clinton, it has been confirmed in media reports spanning recent years, that he too traveled with Epstein over 20 times to the island. Laptop also unveiled more classified, top-secret breaches. According to other uncovered emails, Abedin and Clinton both sent and received thousands of classified and top-secret documents to personal email accounts, including Weiner's unsecured campaign website, which is managed by Democratic political consultants in Washington, D.C. Weiner maintained little-known email accounts that the couple shared on the website anthonyweiner.com. Weiner, a former 7-term Democratic congressman from New York, primarily used that domain to campaign for Congress and for his failed mayoral bid of New York City. At one point, FBI sources said, Biden and Clinton's classified and top-secret State Department documents and emails were stored in Weiner's email on a server shared with a dog grooming service and a Western Canadian bicycle shop. However, Weiner and Biden, who was Hillary Clinton's closest personal aide, weren't the only people with access to the Weiner's email account. Potentially dozens of unknown individuals had access to Biden's sensitive State Department emails that were stored in Weiner's email account, FBI sources confirmed. FEC records show Weiner paid more than $92,000 of congressional campaign funds to Ann Lewis Strategies LLC to manage his email and website. According to FBI sources, the D.C.-based political consulting firm has served as the official administrator of the anthonyweiner.com domain since 2010, the same time Biden was working at the State Department. This means technically Weiner and Biden's emails, including top-secret State Department emails, could have been accessed, printed, discussed, leaked, or distributed by untold numbers of personnel at the Ann Lewis consulting firm, because they can control where the website and its emails are pointed, FBI sources said. According to FBI sources, the Bureau's newly minted probe into Clinton's use and handling of emails while she served as Secretary of State has also been broadened to include investigating new email-related revelations, including Biden forwarded classified and top-secret State Department emails to Weiner's email. Biden stored emails containing government secrets in a special folder shared with Weiner, warehousing over 500,000 archived State Department emails. Weiner had access to these classified and top-secret documents without proper security clearance to view the records. Biden also used a personal Yahoo address and her clintonmail.com address to send/receive/store classified and top-secret documents. A private consultant managed Weiner's site for the last 6 years, including 3 years when Clinton was Secretary of State, and therefore had full access to all emails as the domain's listed registrant and administrator via voice email contacts. Because Weiner's campaign website is managed by the third-party consultant and political email guru, FBI agents are burdened with the task of trying to decipher just how many people had access to Weiner's server and emails and who were these people. Or if the server was ever compromised by hackers or other actors. Biden told FBI agents in an April interview that she didn't know how to consistently print documents or emails from her secure Department of State system. Instead, she would forward the sensitive emails to her Yahoo, clintonmail.com, and her email linked to Weiner. Biden said, according to FBI documents, she would then access those email accounts via webmail from an unclassified computer system at the State Department and print the documents, many of which were classified and top secret, from the largely unprotected webmail portals. Clinton did not have a computer in her office on Mahogany Row at the State Department, so she was not able to reach timely intelligence unless it was printed out for her, Biden said. Biden also said Clinton could not operate the secure State Department fax machine installed in her Chappaqua, New York home without assistance. Perhaps more alarming, according to the FBI's 302 report detailing its interview with Biden, none of the multiple FBI agents and Justice Department officials who conducted the interview pressed Biden to further detail the email address linked to Weiner. There was never a follow-up, according to the 302 report. But now, all that has changed, with the FBI's decision to reopen the Clinton email investigation and the husband and wife seeking immunity deals to testify against Clinton and other associates about the contents of the laptop's emails. -30-